Welcome to Landing CPT, OPT, and H1B Job Guides by IC Away. I'm your host, Kwan Siegel. I'm an experienced human capital consultant with over 15 years working at top organizations like BMW, Accenture, and Deloitte. Now, I'm doing what I love as a career coach for international students in the US. In this episode, I will talk about finding what work experience matters when applying for jobs in the US. When searching for a job, it can be discouraging to see how many job openings require experience in the US. Even entry-level positions, sometimes asking for 2 to 3 years of work experience. For international students that are coming over without experience in the US or maybe even have no experience at all, this can even feel like an even more intimidating obstacle. If that is how you feel, here's the data that may help you feel more hopeful. More than 50% of ICAWay students have managed to secure jobs with zero prior work experience. Even big tech companies like Google, Amazon, and more can be reached straight out of graduation. We all know companies like that even be very international student friendly and are willing to sponsor you if you can prove that you are the right fit for them. But that is difficult to do so, right, without work experience. After all, what are you going to put on your resume if you haven't had work experience at all? People may feel that only work experience matters. In fact, the projects that you work on in school can be very compelling to companies if you know how to tell your stories. So, highlight them on your resume if they are relevant to the job that you are applying for. For example, if you are applying to work in data analytics and in school you did a project that required you to analyze data and you also led the team like arranging meetings and controlling deadlines, highlight that on your resume. One of my students who got to work on a data analytics project at school, her professor provided the database and asked students to define the factor that affected income in the US. Sounds like one of the courseworks that you usually have, right? And for her, she could even write a bullet like, "Led a team of 3 to extract data from the government database for regression analysis to define factors affecting income equality in the US." Does that sound professional? You'll find that sample bullet in the caption below this podcast, okay? So, as long as you get to use relevant skills that the job requires, highlight them on your resume, even when they are not work experience. Another great example is one of my students who recently landed a job at Google. Lindo is an international student from Vietnam. She had no prior work experience and was completely new to the software engineering field. Despite that, she was able to land a 6-figure salary job working at Google, and all of the experience on her resume was from school projects. She did not have real work experience. So don't shy away from your school projects. They can get you places. What if you don't even have compelling school projects? Find the opportunities to volunteer. There are many nonprofit organizations that support professionals and students with diverse backgrounds and skills like you. And you don't need a CPT to volunteer in those nonprofit organizations. If you are from an Asian country like I am, I would recommend that you check into Ascend Leadership Organization, Ascend as ASCEND, leadership.org. Ascend is the largest Pan-Asian organization in the US, and you will get to learn and network with professionals who share the same heritage that you have. For the Hispanic community, I would recommend that you check into prospanica.org or alpha.org. I will provide the links in the caption below. And you can also reach out to your professors or leaders at your university to ask if there are any projects you can do to volunteer as you want to build skills in specific area. Do you still feel insecure about not having enough real work experience? Let's be confident. Let's have that confidence. As long as you are pursuing or have pursued a major that is relevant to your career goal, you already have plenty of experience and knowledge. And after you use your school projects to get your first job, you can use the experience from that job when applying to the next one, right? So use that as a stepping stone. Once you hit that first success, things will get easier from there. In the next episode, I will discuss another common misperception about the job market in the US, that is, only experiences gained in the US matter to the US employer. We will find out. If you love listening to this podcast, please leave a review in Apple Podcast. My team will pick one lucky reviewer and they are going to get a free course that is packed with all the networking tips to help them tap into the hidden job market. And if this free resource is not enough and you are looking for a coaching program to help you land your CPT, OPT, or H1B job, please make sure to visit our website, icaway.com. You will see the link in the description below. When joining my program, the ICAway Talent Platform, you will receive comprehensive training to help you build the right strategy to find jobs as an international student. You will be able to build your game plan, your new career brand, and networking skills to tap into the hidden job market and bypass the immigration question hurdles. Have a great day, and I will see you next time. Think big and live your dream.